Once in every few years, we get a season of a show so good that all eyes of the world are on that story, its characters and delicious arcs. But something even rarer is when we get an episode that perfectly encapsulates everything that is special about that show. An episode so superior to everything else on TV or streaming that week or month. Episode that is exploring a core thesis of the show, gives characters their moments to grow and shine, and has such pitch perfect structure that we are glued to the screen, not distracted for even a moment, and writers are making every second count. And that is not a mere coincidence with my word choice, because episode 7 of the second season of The Bear is a half-hour long exploration of that statement, centering around our favorite cousin, Richie. Richie starts out this show as a bitter, frustrated man full of distrust towards Carmi's leadership, struggling with jobs and responsibility, and failing people around him. He's always convinced he knows best, when in fact his helping hand almost always makes everything worse. Up until now, this character has never been given an opportunity to grow and become someone he can be proud of. But in episode 7, titled Forks, Richie is sent to a prestigious restaurant for a week-long internship. He is not excited nor grateful. He sees his work as a punishment for getting in the way of repairs being done at the Bear. It is no surprise then that the episode starts with a set of clips with a motivational speaker talking about leadership, failure, teamwork, and the importance of learning how to listen. Now, this is what Richie has always struggled with being a leader, with dealing with failure in his work and marriage, working together but also listening to everyone and not talking over and dismissing their guidance. He starts out his internship frustrated about it, bored with the tasks, dreading every day when the alarm clock wakes him up and the camera accentuates the seconds he is wasting in bed. The restaurant motto and the central thesis of the episode, every second counts, feels like a taunt. Work faster, stop being a loser, adapt or die. We are being reminded of these words every chance the writers get. Timer in the kitchen, the speed of the service, chefs shouting it left and right, and the early conversation between the staff about how someone's mistake has set back the kitchen by a number of, again, precious seconds.
The plate with the smudge because persimmon glaze was smudged, which fucked the set because we had to take it to a 4-top, which meant we have to match the other 3 plates to the smudge plate, which cost us 45 seconds. 47 seconds now.
All of those things are convincing Richie that he was right about this restaurant, the chefs, and Carmi when he made fun of him for being fancy. It isn't until he talks to his new colleague and sees how the prestigious restaurant treats 2 elderly guests to a meal on the house that he starts learning the respect for the work and himself. He realizes that an eye for details of the job is less about being fancy and more about the care we put into every dish. His new colleague tells him that it is actually about the act of hospitality, an act of service, and Richie quickly realizes that these are things he cares about too. His extreme loyalty and care paired with a temper worked to his detriment earlier, but now when paired with discipline, he's allowed to flourish. We see it happen visually when Richie starts to wake up earlier, seconds before his alarm. He is dedicated and happy, and we can also hear it when he blasts Taylor Swift's music in a car, whose entire career can be boiled down to the power of growing up and reinventing yourself whenever you need it. His talk with Carmi exposes the doubts and fear he has, that his cousin sees him as a nuisance and not worthy of his restaurant. His doubts creep in again on the last day when he has to leave the internship. He's lost again, but by chance he happens to stumble on the chef of the restaurant, played by magnificent Olivia Colman. And through talking with her, he finds a will to change and grow up again. Her story about her father and the care she puts into her dishes inspires him again to make sure that his time is a time well spent. In his mind, it no longer means fast service and fancy garnishes. It's about starting over and making sure you make each second count. Hey guys, sorry I've been away so long. I was searching for inspiration and I took a little vacation. But don't worry, I'm coming back stronger than ever. More videos are coming soon. I'm gonna be covering Snow White, another perfect, and I mean that ironically, Disney remake. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you haven't subscribed, please do and help me grow this channel, and I'll see you later.